Now I will go to some numerical portion is the optimum road length. Okay, that is the only 2 marks question, which is asked in GATE. That too only once in the history of GATE exam. So though not that much important, but still they have asked it already. So we will see the basic things and the next thing also. Okay, we are not going to skip anything. Optimum road length simply means optimum road length. I will give the note, don't worry. Simply means, see, suppose from a place A to another place B, one place, another place. We can make a road in many ways. In between there may be so many topographical features. So accordingly, we can make a road. Maybe we can make a road like this. We can make a road like this. We can make a road like this. Okay, the existing road may be anything. Maybe some long road may be there, something like this. Okay, so each road is having different road length. I am calling this road length as road as 1, road 2, road 3, road 4. Okay, so 4 roads are there having different length. Road 4 is having highest length, na? The largest road length is for road 4. So road 4 may be serving lot of people, lot of population it may be giving is service, and some agricultural area may be there, some factories may be there. So for everyone there should be some road, correct na? Not only for village people, not only for city people, for agricultural area also we should need the road. For factories also we should need the road. We have to transfer those goods na. Okay, so this road may be serving a little bit people, this may be serving another amount of people, R3 will be serving another amount of people, population, and there may be serving different area of agricultural land, different number of factories and all. Okay, so based on those sorry, so based on those services they are giving each road, what we are going to find out, the service, the total service it is given in terms of serving the population and in terms of serving the productive areas. What do you mean by service? In terms of how many people that road is serving and how much productive area. I will give the note, don't worry. How much, or I can tell it as productivity. Sorry. Okay. So how much population it is serving and how much productivity it is serving, how much agricultural area it is serving. Okay. So based on this, what I am going to do, see, definitely how much population, how much productivity it is serving will be different for R1, R2, R3, R4. Most probably R4 will be more, na? R4 will be the road 4 will be serving lot of people because length is very high, so it can serve a lot of people. Here some village may be there, here villages may be there, here some people are staying, so everyone can use that road 4, correct na? And nearby some agricultural area may be there, so the service given by road 4 may be obviously higher, maybe. But the thing is, we want to find out what is the service it is giving per unit length. Obviously road 4 is giving lot of service, but its length is more, na? To make a road like this, the construction cost is more. But what about this road 2? Maybe the service it is giving is less, since it is very less length. The number of people it is serving and the number of productive area it is serving may be less compared to road 4. But to make a road like road 2, the construction cost will be maybe half of that road 4. Correct now? So what we require? We require very short road which gives more productive area. Which serves more productive area and which serves more population. That is our intention. Huh? We need as much as short road, but it should serve more people. It should serve more productive area. So that service it is giving, the utility it is giving per unit length should be more. That is what our intention. Okay, so what is the length of that particular road which gives you maximum service per unit length, that we call it as optimum road length. Okay, that I will give you as a note. There is a procedure how to calculate that. Okay, so just write a heading: optimum road length. Optimum road length. Optimum road length. You can write a definition just to understand what it is. Optimum road length is the length of that road. It is the length of that road which gives maximum service. It is the length of that road which gives maximum service or utility. Maximum service or utility which gives maximum service or maximum utility per unit length of road. Per unit length of road. In 1 kilometer, just if you are taking 1 kilometer, which road is giving you maximum service? The length of that road is called as optimum road length. Okay, full stop. Just write one more sentence. The optimum road length is calculated based on. The optimum road length is calculated based on. The optimum road length is calculated based on saturation system. Based on saturation system concept. Saturation system concept, or it is also called as maximum utility system or maximum utility system concept. Optimum road length is calculated based on saturation system concept, or it is also called as maximum utility system concept. Okay, so what is that concept? It's a very simple. Don't get confused by saying the maximum utility, the words. Very simple concept. What we can do, we are directly going into a question. While solving the question, we will explain what is that. Okay, that is better. Okay. So, yeah, just write down this question. Seems to be lengthy, but it is very simple question. Not even in the gate level, I can tell. Something less than gate level. But the concept is something you might have not studied, maybe. I don't know whether you have studied it or not. Just complete the question, then you will see what it is given. So now, see, we are just grouping the population which is serving and the productivity that each road is serving. What you are understanding from the table, first read the table. 3 roads are there which are having 18, 32 and 25 kilometers length. And the first road, it is serving some 7 villages which are having less than 1000 population. And it is serving some 10 villages which are having 1000 to 2000 population. And it is serving some two villages which are having very high population, more than 2000. And it is also serving some 12 productive units. Okay, 12 productive units also. Similarly, B and C, the data is given. Now what we have to do? Which road is giving maximum utility per unit length? That's what we want to discuss now. So what we will do? We are going to give, see, suppose a road is there. Some 2000 people are staying. Another road is there. Here one agricultural productivity land is there. Which road is giving more service? That we cannot tell. Na? It is serving 2000 people. It is serving a factory. Which is more important? The 2000 people are more important, or an agricultural land is more important? Both are important. We cannot tell which is more important. Okay, if you are telling 2000 people are more important, then how much more important? We don't know. So some weightages we have to given for this importance. That only they have given in the bracket. Assume weightage of 1, 2, 3 respectively for the population ranges, which means the first column, if it is less than 1000 people, we are going to give a weightage of 1. If it is 1000 to 2000, we are going to give a weightage of 2. If it is more than 2000, we are going to give a weightage of 3. That's what they told to assume. But what about the agricultural productivity area? They told that assume a weightage of 1 for 1000 tons. Which means if it is 12 units are there, which means 12 into 1. If 9 are there, 9 into 1. 14 are there, 14 into 1, like that. Because it is given in 1000 tons terms, which means road A is serving 12,000 tons. Road B is serving 9,000 tons. Road C is serving 14,000 tons. Correct? Na? That's what we are understanding from the table. Now what we want to do? We want to find out the maximum utility per unit length. Okay. So what we have to do? We have to check what is the maximum service each road is giving. We have to divide with the corresponding road length, so that we will be getting the service per unit length of road. Correct now? See, parallelly we can solve it for road A. Okay? How I can find out for road A what is the utility per unit length? Each utility or each service I have to take, then I have to divide by the total length. What are the each services? 7 villages are there for less than 1000. But what is the weightage of those 7 villages? It is 1. They have told that 1, 2, 3 respectively. Na? So 7 villages are there who are having a weightage of 1. Then it is serving 10 villages whose weightages are 2. So plus 10 into 2. And it is serving 2 villages more than 2000. They told that take the weightage as 3. So this is the maximum utility. But we need we need the utility per or the service per unit length. What is the length of that? Divided by 18. If you are taking this ratio, what you will get? You will get the service per unit length. Okay, that you can calculate. Similarly for road B, how I can calculate for road B? Similarly, how many villages are there? 19 villages having weightage 1. Then 8 villages having weightage 2. Then 6 villages having weightage 3. Sorry, one more thing is there. What was that? Productive area is also given, na? So productive area 12. 12 is there. So 12,000 are there. But for 1000 we are taking weightage of 1. Which means 12 into 1 also is there. Okay. So in this case 9 is there. So plus 9 into 1. Getting? So divided by, what is the length of this? 32. Similarly you calculate for road C also. Then tell me how much ratio you are getting for each. Yeah, very good, very good. Option A, which means okay, optimum road length is okay. If they are giving in the question that agricultural productivity, then you have to add it. If they are not giving, then we will not add it. In case if they are, see, next question we will see without agricultural. Okay, the next question we will see without agricultural also. How much you are getting? Which one you are getting maximum? So productive area is 14. Divided by 25. What are the ratios you are getting? 2.5, very good. Then 1.9, very good. Then 2.08. Okay, thank you. Very good. 2.5, 1.9, 2.08. Correct, na? Something like this. That values we don't actually require. We only require which is maximum. That's it. Okay. Thank you, Saksham. So this is maximum. Then this is. Then this one. This is the order, na? So which road is giving you maximum utility per unit length? road A, because that ratio is maximum. After road A, it is road B, road C, then it is road B. Correct, na? Yeah, very good, Aditya. So this is my first priority, this is my second priority, this is my third priority. Correct, now that's what we can understand from this. Okay, see the values finally you are getting 2.5, 1.9, 2.08. That is not at all important. We just need the order, or which is maximum. Why? Because why I am telling that is not important. See, we are assuming a weightage, na? In the question they have given the weightage, so we have taken 1, 2, 3. What do you mean by that weightage 1, 2, 3? I am just assuming if a village is having less than 1000 population, okay, let it be there. Another village is having something 10,000 to 2000 population. Okay, I'm giving weightage 1 here, 2 here, which means I'm assuming the second village is 2 times more important than first one. That is what I'm assuming. Then the third one, greater than 2000, I'm giving a weightage of 3, which means I'm assuming that that third village is 3 times more important than this first village who is having less than 1000 population. It's absolutely depends on the people. No? If I am thinking, see, here we have given weightage 1 for 1000 tons of agriculture. If one person thinks that both are equal, I mean the first, the less than 1000 also we have given weightage 1. For 1000 tons of agricultural productivity also we have given weightage 1. If I am thinking no, the agricultural land is less importance, which means I may be giving only a weightage of 0.75 or 0.5. So it's absolutely based on me. Or if you want to take another weightage, you can take. Correct? No? So these values are going to change. The only thing is, if they are not giving the weightages in the question, you have to assume the weightage with the sense. Okay? See, less than 1000, then 1000 to 2000, greater than 2000. So if they are giving any 3 population ranges, whenever you are going to give the weightages, that should be in the increasing order, definitely. Okay? Definitely it should be in the increasing order. Okay? So sometimes they may give you the question without giving the weightage. Once in GATE exam they did that only. That was a tough question in that year because the concept is totally out of the syllabus, that's why. Okay? So either they can give you the questions like this, or they can ask you without giving the population, or without giving the weightages. So if they are not giving you the weightage, what you have to do? We have to assume these values. The weightages we have to assume. So if they are giving you agricultural area as well as population, then it is difficult to assume it because it's person to person dependent. If I am feeling agricultural land is very, very important, then we may have to give more weightage. If another person feels that no, it is very less important compared to population, then the value is going to change. Na? But only one thing is common. If they are giving you only population, that I know it definitely it will be in the increasing order. Okay, we'll see a question like that. So in this question, what will be the optimum road length? Can you tell me what is the optimum road length in this question before going into the next question? Okay, 18 kilometer. Whichever is having highest priority, the corresponding length of that road is something but 18. Okay, if exactly this is the question, what you are going to put? What you are going to type there? So we are having 2 types of questions now. Multiple choice questions are there. Numerical answers question are there. What is the difference? Multiple choice question, numerical answer type. If it is multiple choice question, you are going to get 4 options. Then it will be having, if it is a wrong answer, then 1/3 mark will be negative. But if it is a numerical answer type, which means a dash type of question, on the screen you will be having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 such things. Then you have to type it. For that, if it is a wrong answer also, there is no negative marking. So try to attend all the numerical answer questions. No problem, there is no negative marks. Okay. So if this is the question, what you have to type? You have to type it here 18,000. Okay. So unit also you have to take care a lot because it is given dash meter. Okay? Yeah, thank you. Getting everyone? So 18. Now, try to solve this question now. Try to solve this question. This is the only previous gate question which is came from this introduction or this optimum road length portion. Just try to solve it. First write the question. See, here also we have to multiply 8 into something plus 6 into something plus 1 into something. Which weightage you have taken? Whether they have given any weightage in this question? Absolutely no. What you have to do then? Then we have to assume some weightage. Either you can assume 1, 2, 3 or you can assume 0.5, 1, 2. You are going to get different answers if you are taking different weightages. But the order only we require. That's what I told. The final ratio is not important. Generally, what we used to do, we will classify the population in this range. Less than 2000, 2000 to 5000, more than 5000. And we used to give the weightages some 0.5, 1, 2. Or you can give 1, 2, 3. Whatever you are using, you are going to get some different ratios, but the order will be same. You might have taken 1, 2, 3, na? So let me solve then by taking 0.5, 1, 2. Let me see whether I am also getting option D or not. Okay. So what are those values? 8, 6 and 1, na? So for road P, what it will be? It will be then 4 plus 6 plus. Okay. First thing I am writing the steps. In case if I am taking the weightage this one, okay, you might have solved using 1, 2, 3. I am just solving using 0.5, 1, 2. Let's see whether we are getting the same order or not. Then it will be 8 into 0.5 plus 6 into 1 plus what was the last one? 1. So 1 into 2 divided by the length is 20. So this I will get it as 0.6. Similarly for road Q, I will get it as some 9.5 plus 8 plus 8 by 28. It will come as 0.91. Then road R 3.5. You can also check it, okay? Divided by 12. I will get it as 1.04. Correct now? If I am using 0.5, 1, 2. In case if I am using 1, 2, 3. Can anyone tell me what are the values if I am using 1, 2, 3? 1.67. Yeah, thank you. 1.15. 1.67. Then 1.91. Okay. Something that much accuracy is not required. 3 digit and all. Yeah. Thank you everyone. Okay, very good. So if you have taken 1, 2, 3, you are going to get that, na? Let's see what is the. Okay, this is the first one, 1.9, then 1.6. So this is the order, na? R, Q, then P. Let's see if I am taking 0.5, then which one is highest? This is highest. Then this, C. You are getting the correct order, but the final ratio is going to change. That's why I told you. In case if they are not giving you the weightage, no problem. These values are not important. We just require the order. Which is highest priority? Which is then? Whichever is having the highest priority, the corresponding length I can call it as optimum road length. Everyone is getting now? Which means this is my first priority. Q is my first priority. Then R, then P. See, this is the question they asked. See, one more question I can ask you from this same. What is the optimum road length? Very good. 12 kilometers. Correct now, optimum road length. So anything they can ask you? Yeah, very good. For R you are getting, na? Okay.
Understanding? 12? Okay, don't make mistake. So this is what they have asked in GATE exam. Now if they want to make one more tough question, they may not be asking you the same. They may ask you the optimum road length. Okay. So those who are simply by hearting the questions from the previous gate questions. They may not be knowing the optimum road length concept. Okay, so in case if they are asking, that may be an advantage for you. You can overtake other people. Okay, so it's fine. Are you getting the concept, what it means? Optimum road length and all. RQP. Yeah, very good. 12,000. Okay, if they are telling in meters, I'm just asking. Okay, in this question, they have simply asked, see, this is the previous gate question for 2 marks. Only this question they have asked from that portion. Okay, so it can be by giving the weightages as we have seen the first question. Okay, see, in case if they are not giving you the weightages, then they can't give you the agricultural area. That's it. Because here it is easy to assume. But if their weightage is not given in the question, then they can give you only the population range. They can't give you the agricultural productive area, because it depends. For me, if I'm taking one weightage, others can take other weightage. Okay, so in case if they're not giving you the weightage, it will be only the population range like this. Okay, so I hope you understood the concept. Okay, now what we can do, just okay, as I told you, there are some equations given by Nagpur road plan and Bombay road plan and Lucknow road plan. They have given some equations, as I already told you, but they may not ask in gate exam. But what we can do, the Lucknow road plan is the latest. No? The other two has already happened long before. The latest is Lucknow road plan. So the equation of Lucknow road plan is not that much complicated compared to Nagpur and Bombay. Nagpur and Bombay may be lengthy. They will not ask definitely because it's not there in the syllabus. But in case, as this question they have asked, we don't know na, from where they are going to ask a concept. So Lucknow road plan we'll see. Okay, no need to take the risk. I will give you the road length according to Lucknow road plan. Okay. So you can write the heading, the road length according to Lucknow road plan, or road length according to third 20-year plan. What is the minimum road length according to the third 20-year plan? Okay. See, what was the total road length according to third 20-year plan? Do you remember? What should be the total road length? We are having many roads, expressways there, national highways there, state highway, major district road. 82 what? 82 what? 82 kilometers per 100 kilometers square area. That's it. So total may be anything. Okay. So 100 kilometers square if you are having, then you should have 82 kilometer. Okay. Yeah. Very good. Which means for 1 kilometer square you should have 0.82 kilometer. So whatever be the area in kilometer, we are going to multiply with 0.82. Then you are going to get the total area. Okay. Let it be there. Now, what equations they have given? They have given equations for 3 types of roads: national highway, state highway, and major district road. For only these 3 road types in Lucknow road plan, they have given the minimum road length. So note down those things. The minimum length of national highway is equal to area divided by 50. Area divided by 50. Then the minimum length of state highway. See, this value you are going to get it in kilometer, whereas you have to substitute the area in kilometer square. The answer you are going to get it in kilometer. It's an empirical formula, no? Why this 50 and all? They have, based on some calculations, they have made an empirical formula. Okay. There are 2 equations. Whichever you are giving maximum value, that's what we are going to take. Okay. This is area by 50 and this is area by 25. Based on many surveys and calculations, they have formulated one empirical equation. That's why that 50, 25 numbers are coming. Okay. Based on this, same kilometer square, have to substitute. You are going to get it in kilometer. Then next equation, 62.5 into number of towns. We'll understand this. We'll do one question also just for practice. Minus length of state highway. Length of national highway. 62.5 into number of towns minus length of national highway. Then the minimum length of major district road. Minimum length of major district road. That also we are having two equations. Whichever equation is giving you the maximum value. See, 50, 25, then 12.5. Easy to remember. Then the next equation, 90 into number of towns. There is no minus term here. Only in the state highway we are having the minus term. Okay, here also the area you have to substitute in kilometer square. Then you will be getting the answer in kilometer. Okay, the 62.5, 90, everything is based on the experiences, based on some survey. We have calculated and given that empirical formula. Okay, completed. We'll see one question. Then let's see what we have written here. Okay, using a question, we'll see what it is. Now, just take this question. While explaining this question, the equation will be more clear. Just for your practice, I'm giving this. Okay, they may not ask the length equations and all. Everyone getting the answer? 268. Yeah, very good. So the first one will be in kilometers. 13,400 divided by 50. 268 kilometer. So this thing, if you are getting, if it will be 536. The second thing, if you are calculating, you will get 486, no? Which is maximum, 536 maximum. Then the last one, if you are calculating, this will be 1072. This will be 1080. Correct now? So what are the three values you are getting? 268, 536, 1080. So these three equations have given by Lucknow road plan, not the other thing. 482, not 486. Which one? 486 only I have written. Is it? It's not visible, I guess. 268, 536 and 1080. Okay, 1080. So these three values we got from 482. Sorry, which one? This one. Okay, whatever it is. However it is less, na? It is 482. Okay, whatever it is. Let it be. Now, 536 only the maximum. Fine. So what we have to do now? See, this question is completed according to this. I'm just giving you some extra knowledge. What it is this actually then. 0.82 per kilometer. According to third 20-year plan, how much road length we require? For 100 kilometer square, 82 kilometer. Now, so this question is completed perfectly. I'm just giving you some extra knowledge, which means for 1 kilometer square, 0.82 kilometer. Then can you tell me what will be the what can be the total length of road required as per third 20-year plan for this area? What should be the minimum length of road required? What should be the minimum length of required, total length required according to third 20-year plan? Can you tell me? Very good, Dhruv. 10,988. Correct now? What about others? What will be the total road length? What will be the total road length according to third 20-year plan? For 1 kilometer square, this much. Which means for 13,400 kilometer, I need this much. It will be 10,988 kilometer. Correct now? Yeah, very good, very good. So 10,988 kilometer length I need in total. In this total, Which all things I got? In that 10,988, 268 kilometer will be national highway, 536 will be state highway, 1080 will be major district road. The remaining road length will be, what is the remaining road length? From this, if you are minusing 268 plus 536 plus 1080, if you are minusing this portion from the total, what you are going to get? The remaining, what is that remaining? 9104. We have calculated three lengths. What are those three lengths? National highway length, state highway length, major district road length. Correct na? We are having other roads also. Other district road is remaining, village road is remaining, and expressway is also remaining. Correct na? We are not having the equations for all those three length. First of all, remember there is no expressway length equation, and we can't tell the length of expressway. We cannot predetermine. If space is available, do it. If space is not available, we will not make it. That's it. Okay. The total road length means it is nothing but national highway, state highway, major district road, other district road, and village road. In this 1988, there is no length of expressway. Expressway is something other than this category. Now, if it is possible, we will make it. If it is not possible to make it. That's it. Okay. So for 1 kilometer square, this much. So for this much area, the total road length is 10,988 kilometer. What is that? This 10,988 kilometer is nothing but the length of national highway plus state highway plus major district road plus other district road plus the village road. Expressway is something else. If it is whatever be the space available, we'll make it. We can't predetermine what should be the minimum length. Okay. So this is the total. In that we got how much is national highway, how much is state highway, how much is major district road. So if you are minusing all these three from the total, what you are going to get? The length of other district road and VDR. Okay, sorry, VR. Separately we cannot be able to find out according to Lucknow road plan. The length of ODR plus village road will be equal to the total minus, if you are adding all those three, you'll get 9104. Now understood what I was trying to explain? According to this question, these three are the answers, that's it. But just I'm giving some extra knowledge. So that's it. That's the concept of calculating the road length. See, this third 20-year plan also, they may not be asking you, but just for your knowledge I was giving in case if they want to make a tough question from this portion. The length equation as per first 20-year plan, second 20-year plan, they will not ask it. Pakka. If you want to know it, you can refer in Khanna & Justo textbook and all. But referring some textbook for knowing the concept is not recommended. It's not a good way to prepare for GATE examination. We need the things crisp and clear, na? Whatever we need for GATE exam. They will not ask you to write an essay and all. Even if it is IAS exam, okay, it's fine. You need to read the textbooks and all. You need the derivations and all. You should know how the equations are coming. But for GATE exam, we don't require those things. We need only the final answer. The steps is not important in GATE exam. Within seconds, if you can find out the answer, that's better. Okay. So that's it. So at least you can remember these equations in case if they want to ask you anything. If you want to refer anything for highway engineering, the best book is Khanna & Justo. Refer Khanna & Justo textbook. These sentences are very, very simple sentences they have used. Okay. For railway and airport, you have to refer something else. Railway and airport, we don't have to refer, actually speaking. I will tell you while teaching those things. Khanna & Justo, you can refer. That is the best book for highway engineering. Okay. So that is the first planning stage. Then we will go to our next chapter. the highway geometric design, one of the most important chapter for GATE examination. You can expect around 3 to 4 marks from that chapter itself. From here, if they are asking, it can be a 1 mark theory question or a 2 mark numerical. 2 mark numerical may be from that optimum road length and all.